Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Sorry about that. In today's video, we're going to be reacting to Wile E. Coyote versus Tom Cat. Looney Tunes versus Tom and Jerry. Death Battle. Yeah, it's been quite some time since I did a Death Battle reaction video. I can't remember which one was the last one I did. But the point is, we're back at it, and now we're going to be seeing how these two are going to go at it. And my prediction is that it might lean more towards Wile E. because he has the cartoon's Toon Force, while Tom has the cartoon's Cat's 9 Lives, which is limited in how much damage and punishment he can take, whereas Wile E's Toon Force can effectively nullify any damage he sustains. But anyhow, that's just my prediction. We're gonna get right into this. And as we do, remember as always to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell for more notifications. All of your support is greatly appreciated for the growth of the channel. And without further ado, let's get into this. You foolish furball, you cost me my dinner!
Wile E. Coyote, the fastest and furriestest of the Looney Tunes.
Tomcat, the powerhouse pussycat from Tom and Jerry.
The fans voted for it and we're here to deliver.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Yeah, and you also forgot to mention that Wile E. Coyote rarely verbally speaks.
Campfire by the tribes people of North America, there was no figure so cunning, so bold as Coyote. To the Miwok, he was figure so cunning, so bold as Coyote.
Oedipus anythingus.
To the Miwok, he was a Prometheus who stole fire from the heavens.
You gotta love those scientific descriptions.
He was a foolish trickster who could die
of
and return to life.
And
Wile E. and Roadrunner.
He's just a poor dumb schmuck who can't catch a break.
To this day, the great Coyote.
Oh boy. Wile E. Ethelbert Coyote. Oh boy, that's a lot of scientific names. And I don't even think I'm gonna have time to go over all of them. Roadrunnerus, Digestus, Canis, Latranus, Desertus, Operatus, Idiacus, Phallius, Flatius, Gluttonous Maximus, Coyotus in Armius, I had no idea Wile E. had this many classifications.
The Roadrunner.
Oh, and there's even more!
Wile E. Coyote is driven by a ruthless entrepreneur.
Okay, here we go. Height, 5 feet 8 inches, or 1.73 millimeters. His birth year is 1937. IQ, 207. Or so he says. Eternally hangry. The most loyal customer and occasional employee of Acme, inspired by Mark Twain and pre-1949 chase cartoons.
Aerial spirit.
Okay.
Yeah, and it drove him straight off a cliff. He'll chase that bird-shaped happily ever after to his own inevitable undoing. Such is the lot of the common man.
You might not expect it from an anthropomorphic canine Job, but Wile E. was born the son of world-famous hunter Cage E. Coyote. His father raised him from infancy to hound his avian adversary, and forbade him to speak until he tasted victory. On the face, an easy task.
Okay, Wile E. occasionally speaks, most commonly in his crossovers with Bugs, but is largely silent by KG's instruction. Yeah, I don't see how that's very fair, because, I mean, I do like reading all the signs that Wile E. likes to hold up every now and then, like, dear Lord, what am I doing? Or they don't pay me enough for this.
Predators, capable of hunting in both rural and urban environments.
They're also speedy little demons. They can sprint at up to 43 miles per hour. Though that's cold comfort when that blue meeping bastard can make beams of light look stone still, or outrun a car that was moving fast enough to travel through time.
Frankly,
yeah, I'm pretty sure Roadrunners aren't supposed to be that fast.
Keep up with his prey at all. But he does.
No, really, it's
actually manages to consistently keep up with his prey at all. But he does.
No, really, it's actually stated that only a, quote, tiny little extra burst of speed separates the Coyote and the Roadrunner. Heck, Bugs Bunny himself needed to take super speed supplements in order to... He's got your endless Wile E.
But almost...
Bugs once manually filled the Grand Canyon with a normal shovel within seconds, a feat of over 57,300 times faster than light.
As fast,
Super speed supplements in order to move fast enough to outrun Wile.
but almost as fast isn't fast enough. Fortunately, Wile's got an endless assortment of gadgets, gizmos, and reams of blueprints to make up the difference.
He's got your classics like dynamite.
Okay,
and
conventional
buildings.
weaponry. Okay, explosives, firearms, bows and arrows, cannons, harpoons, slingshot, crossbow, catapults, grappling hook, club, laser gun, katana, batarangs, heat-seeking missiles, chainsaw, flamethrower, net gun, blasting powder, etc. Tools, magic paint, rope, giant magnets, quick-drying cement, glue, grease, tar, 108-volt electromagnet, magnifying glass, suction cups, chemistry set, flypaper, computer, laser pen, trampoline, radar gun, curling supplies, infrared night view binoculars, etc. And special equipment like a decoy, dehydrated boulders. Didn't know they could dehydrate boulders in these cartoons. Disintegrating pistol, integrating pistol, invisibility paint, and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Spring-loaded boxing gloves.
Oh, the Pied
along with
Piper's
heavier
flute.
artillery like heat-seeking missiles,
And a
a
straitjacket
10 billion volt
bazooka.
electromagnet, and a friggin'
Instant girl.
trebuchet. A Reddit favorite.
Consumables,
He invented
vehicles,
himself
apparel,
and
and
uses
miscellaneous.
excruciatingly detailed
Unfoldable
schemes
door,
that
fake
inevitably
leg,
go awry.
piano,
Despite
drone.
being a self-described super genius, Wile has an officially measured IQ of 3.
That's the same IQ as a cactus.
Okay, the test results were fake, but he's still an idiot.
So why not let a soulless corporation do the hard work for him?
Acme sells any product that you can imagine, and Wile is their most devoted customer, contributing up to 99% of its multi-billion-dollar revenue.
Thanks for the inherited wealth, Pops.
Oh boy,
Don't worry,
that's,
I'm spending it all in one place.
He's got an Acme Book
talk
of
about
Magic,
customer
Acme
loyalty.
Photomatic, Acme Death Ray, Acme City in a Box, Acme Universal Remote, which can pause, fast forward, and rewind a person through time.
Too bad half the stuff Wile uses is intentionally sabotaged because Acme's board of directors is exclusively Roadrunners. My man cannot catch a break.
That's
He
rigged.
Sure can take some punishment.
Game of Thrones King's Road is now available on both PC and mobile with Google Play Games.
No matter the severity of his failures, Wile is still a Toon and can bounce back from just about anything.
He's been sliced, stabbed, squashed, exploded,
Okay, regeneration, hypnotism, exorcism, intangibility, time travel, duplication, weather manipulation, exemption from physics, fourth wall awareness, non-physical interaction, immersion, elasticity, shapeshifting, transmutation. Oh, that's a whole lot of stuff the Toon Force can make, can cause.
Verbed for the last 87 years straight without ever actually dying. He once got fully disintegrated into ash and popped back up like it was nothing.
Similar to the immortal Coyote of Sewetmuk legend.
He's also shattered the fourth wall tons of times and even left the comic page entirely to catch the Roadrunner. Ah, so close.
Believe it or
I
not,
love it
there
when
is actually a
cartoons, break the
biological
fourth
reason
wall.
for these abilities. Loony DNA. Every Toon's got it, not just the loony ones. And it's what lets them survive fatal damage.
In addition to Daphne's survival of total erasure on 2 occasions, other Toons like Furball have regenerated from soul destruction, and Bugs has returned from informational destruction in Space Jam: A New Legacy. I've never actually watched the second Space Jam movie, because honestly, nothing can top the first one.
erased off the page, essentially dictating their personal slice of reality to whatever is funny.
Like how gravity only affects the Coyote when he looks down.
Toons are immune to the laws of physics as we know them.
That's why Wile developed a counter to this immortality, the Loony DNA.
Oh, he even has a
which
sign
leaves
for,
Toons vulnerable to fatal wounds the same way we are.
He even has a sign for when he laughs evilly.
So close. You can't say he hasn't tried everything.
It was Wile's experience as a veteran Toon that landed him a job at Acme University as department chair of the School of Hard Knocks, teaching up-and-coming Tiny Toons how to use their abilities.
Okay, so Naruto.
And just like Naruto's jutsus, Toon Force works like an actual power system, with more experienced Toons like Wile who are more powerful than their younger counterparts.
And that means Wile should be capable of replicating feats and abilities performed by any other Looney Tune, like traveling between different media idioms or altering the plot of the cartoon he's in.
And my favorite was the time Plucky Duck used Marvin the Martian's matter transmogrifier to suck up the entire universe.
And then suck up the animator animating his universe.
Oh yeah, I remember this
Suck up
episode.
the animator's universe for good measure.
Wiley's got a cushy 10-year job teaching that stuff. Impressive for an abject
All
failure
right,
at his
here are his feats. He blew up the sun, grew to the size of a planet, turned into a constellation twice, survived an impact the size of North America, withstood smashing a portion of the moon, matched Roadrunner's immeasurable speed, scored on the Monstars, and Don Cheadle, I have no idea how you pronounce that. And he's hunted Roadrunner, Bugs Bunny, Marvin the Martian, Energizer Bunny, and the Geico Gecko. Oh yeah, the time he hunted Marvin the Martian had to have been from the Duck Dodgers cartoon, when Marvin was taking on the persona of Elmer Fudd, and Wile was the Predator, like the actual Predator from the sci-fi movies.
life mission. He's helped stop a meteor from destroying Earth, beat the Monstars in basketball, and even, whoa, snap, caught the Roadrunner! Oh, wait, never mind. So damn close!
According to 1977's
so
Tweety and
close.
Sylvester issue 67, Wile E. Coyote has attempted to catch the Roadrunner 4,776,842 times. Scaling to the present, that's over 10 million failures.
That takes dedication, or maybe self-destructive
Oh,
stubbornness.
what was that?
842 times. Scaling to the present, that's over 10 million failures.
That takes dedication, or maybe self-destructive stubbornness. Too blinded by bird lust to see the forest for the trees.
But Acme's intentional malfunctions and Coyote's recklessness don't account for all of his catastrophes. There's something else, something grander, otherworldly, standing in the way of our furry friend's salvation.
Wiz, there's no other way to say it. God is just plain out to get this guy.
And by God, we mean the closest thing that exists for Coyote and Roadrunner. Chuck Jones.
The guy that created him and helped forge the Looney Tunes into how we know him today.
Originally meant to be a parody of earlier chase cartoons like, well, Tom and Jerry, Jones established several rules for their animated shorts that
Okay, Roadrunner cannot harm the Coyote except by going beep beep. No outside force can harm the Coyote, only his own ineptitude or the failure of Acme products. The Coyote could stop any time if he were not a fanatic. Repeat, a fanatic is one who redoubles his efforts when he has forgotten his aim. George Santayana. No dialogue ever except beep beep. Roadrunner must stay on the road, otherwise logically he would not be called Roadrunner. Okay, that one makes sense. All action must be confined to the natural environment of the two characters, the Southwest American desert. All materials, tools, or weapons or mechanical conveniences must be obtained from the Acme Corporation. Whenever possible, make gravity the Coyote's greatest enemy. The Coyote is always more humiliated than harmed by his failures.
preceded Coyote's reality warping.
Some of these
tuna
rules are
powers.
harsh.
Rules that cover his obsession, faulty products, and the fact that no outside force, not even the Roadrunner, is to blame for his defeat. Just him.
While other creatives have altered this formula in the decades since Jones's departure, these rules have effectively made the Coyote's defeats cosmically ordained.
God nerfed Wile E. Coyote. In all our years making Death Battle, we have never seen a handicap like that.
But what else can you expect from our fanatical furry fail son? He's the Sultan of Slapstick, the CEO of Second Place, the swing and a miss superstar. As long as he picks himself back up and dusts off the ashes, that'll never be all, folks, for Wile E. Coyote.
Mom, can I have an underwater alien tea party birthday?
AI that one with Copilot.
Okay, so we've gotten okay, so that's all of Wile's abilities. Now let's learn about Tom Cat.
1939.
I mean, besides
war
from the-
raged in Europe between
from
the
the
British
basic,
Tommies and the
cartoons
German
he starred
Jerrys.
in.
As the beleaguered English made their miraculous escape from the German encirclement off the coast of Dunkirk, one might have called the battle a game of cat and mouse.
Oh wow, is that actually where their names come from? I'm looking this up.
Regardless of their names' origin, William Hanna and
Thomas D. Jasper Cat. Birth year, 1940. Breed, British Shorthair, inspired a certain rubber pirate, portrayed by 11 voice actors. There are satellites named after Tom and Jerry. Huh. Who knew? Has a lookalike cousin who is scared of mice. I remember that episode. That was wild. Filled in for Alice in Wonderland, Sherlock Holmes, Wizard of Oz, and more.
Joseph Barbera's infamous cat and mouse duo became the undisputed kings.
I don't remember Alice in
The
Wonderland.
formula is simple.
Unless
and we
it's
all know
one
it.
of the older
Tom Cat chases
cartoons.
Jerry Mouse around the house. Brutal, bone-shaking. I felt that in my balls. Violence ensues, and Tom is reprimanded by Mammy Two Shoes.
Across Tom and Jerry's history, Tom has been under various households and owners. As such, these owners can be used to identify the era of their cartoons.
Let's say very much from the 1940s.
And if you're like me, all you wanted to see was Tom wipe that smug smirk off that little rat's face. Despite my well-documented hatred of cats, even I've got to cringe at years of propaganda to convince us to side with the filthy, flea-ridden rodent over man's second best friend. Oh, big yawn.
House cats like Tom are actually some of Earth's most successful predators. They can run up to 30 miles per hour, leap 6 feet high, and despite being commonly perceived as nocturnal, they're actually crepuscular and hunt in the dawn and evening.
Tom specifically is a
Crepuscular?
British Shorthair. They're strong, stocky Roman cats bred to withstand harsh conditions. And for Tom, harsh conditions is an understatement.
Tom has collected a crazy assortment of weapons.
I
in his
honestly
war against
consider
mankind.
myself more of a
Sure,
dog
most of it is the
person,
stuff you can find around the
but yeah, I
average
kind of
American
always
household, like
hoped
baseball.
that Tom would somehow get a hold of Jerry throughout the entire cartoons. Alright, he has conventional weaponry, wartime supply, special equipment. I'll let you guys pause the video so you can read each of the weapons he's got.
Bats, lead pipes,
And guns! Lots and lots of guns. But he's
Okay,
got wackier
there's
things
also
like
wood,
a
magic wand,
a
and
RoboCat,
book of spells,
vanishing
vehicles,
cream,
and
a smart
apparel.
cap that gives him all the knowledge in the world.
I'm partial to the Sword of Light and Dark, which severs you from your own shadow, or the Rewind Remote, which can move your victim backwards through time.
And you can't forget the cat car and cat jet, spelled with K's, of course, but just the cat part.
Tom's arsenal is heavily improv.
Okay, in Tom and Jerry Fast and the Furry, the cat vehicles sliced through Australia, destroyed Mount Everest, swirled the Atlantic Ocean, closed the Grand Canyon, and destroyed the Great Wall of China. Oh yeah, I remember that movie.
Improvisational, which fits his quick thinking in fights over
That was
Thanksgiving
probably
turkey.
Tom at
While
his
he often
most,
loses his bouts with Jerry, it's
when
not usually
at his
because he's
most
dumb or
dirty when
incompetent.
playing
Rather, he's just
in
genuinely
competition.
outplayed.
And even in defeat, he's one tough son of a gun. He's been crushed, blown up, had every bone in his body broken, shattered, melted, and vaporized to dust, and survived.
Well, mostly. Tom actually has kicked the bucket multiple times, but little known cat fact, he has 9 lives. As established in the episode Heavenly
Oh yeah,
Peace.
when he was sent to the guillotine and when he got smashed by that piano.
Conducting some different kind of research when he stumbled on that episode.
Very funny. Even if Tom starts to use his lives up, he has a potion that just restores them.
Or he can physically go get them back from hell. Where all cats go.
Extremely hardcore for a Toon, but
Alright, looks like he has more or less the same abilities as Wile. Non-corporeal interactivity, imagination actualization, whole movement, extreme temperature resistance, cloning, fourth wall awareness and manipulation, levitation and flight, elemental manipulation, 9 lives, reality warping, soul scarring, sentient art, dimensional travel, and
there
many
isn't much
more.
of a limit to what Tom can do. He can clone himself, levitate in the air, make his imagination real, and even break the fourth wall and enter the real world.
Yeah, if you only watch the classic cartoons from the 40s, you may be in for a shock. Tom and Jerry gets buck wild, much like the actual inspirations for their names. Thank you, Google.
Oh, you're still on this?
Yeah, I've definitely got to get back, try to get to watching some more of the older Tom and Jerry cartoons.
And Corinthian Tom. It was adapted to the stage with the title Tom and Jerry, which later became a catch-all term in 1800s England for young, drunken rabble-rousers.
One could, in fact, say that many
Alright,
rebels roused the time.
his feats include he lifted the sun, obliterated a planet-busting asteroid, ruined several countries with his vehicles, of course, dodged lightning and lasers, ran past two exosystems, launched into space by an explosion, took Jerry's punishment for over 80 years. He's defeated Jerry, Butch, Droopy, and the Abyss.
Times Tom destroyed a planet-busting asteroid, lifted up
with the
sun,
Kamehameha.
and was blown up into a constellation. And he was just fine. Just a bunch of stars now, but he's okay.
He tanked an explosion that launched him through time to the Stone Age and has run through space at massively faster than light speeds.
That shouldn't be a surprise when he and Jerry have been at each other's throats for over 80 years now. But what may surprise you is the fact that at the end of the day, they're actually friends.
And they've worked together tons of times to save the day, like when they helped a little orphan girl, Robin Starling, find her way home.
Oh, I remember this
That's a nice
movie.
end to their story.
Don't you believe it? Now is when we have to talk about Tom and Jerry Chase.
Believe it.
Ecobee, get yourself a smarter home.
Long ago.
Yeah, that was always my favorite gag with the older cartoons.
Battled the tricksy and indomitable Mouse King atop Peach Mountain, leading the goddess Celeste to declare the two the strongest warriors in the realm. And they were, in fact, Tom and Jerry. They were even stronger than Devil Tom, who repelled corruption by the darkness. This mysterious, malevolent force threatened to consume the Tree of Life, whose branches encompass all of time and space. Banding together, these warriors use the star element to dispel the darkness and save the universe.
What the fuck?
While it may sound completely insane, it is. Chase is a Chinese mobile gacha game whose lore is not entirely in keeping with the spirit of the source material. However, it is officially licensed by Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment, which means we have to include it in our research.
Okay, I was not expecting that.
Some heavenly push.
No.
Friendly rivalry aside, though, Tom has actually managed to catch the little rat fair and square a few times.
By my count of the original shorts, 19 times.
I could watch him on repeat
only
forever.
19
Too
times.
bad he's still a filthy feline. The only kitty I truly respect is named after booze.
Well then, you're in luck, because the Tom and Jerry of English literature later became the namesake for a famous Christmas cocktail.
Because there's no better way to get absolutely trashed than with good old Tom and Jerry. Guess what? Death Battle has merch now.
That's right, Boomstick, and you can pick some up for
Okay,
yourself
so we've
on our
gotten
brand
through the
new
analysis
website
for
at
both
battle.gg.
characters, so
Just
now
click
all
the
that's left
merch
now
tab
is
at the
to
top. We've
watch
got
the
mugs,
battle.
Stickers, shirts, and more.
And as I said, I'm leaning more towards Wile in this battle,
It says so right on the cover.
Sure.
given his
There's also exclusive
given
perks for
that he has a
website members, like my
somewhat
beer cooler,
stronger
which
Toon
keeps my beer
force
nice
and has
cold.
not been
I guess
canonically shown to have
theoretically other beverages
died.
do.
Then there's the limited time game over tee, which won't be available much
Alright,
longer,
let's
so
skip
if you want
this.
it, go grab it quick.
We'll be releasing more stuff throughout the year, so check back for updates. Picking up an item or two really helps support independent Death Battle, so we want to say a big thank you to everybody that's already placed an order.
Head over to deathbattle.g. All right, the combatants are
All right,
set. and
here
run
we
the
go.
data through all possibilities.
It's time for a Death Battle!
Oh, the house is being moved on a trailer. House mouse. Moose. Oh, I can't say that because I don't want to get canceled. Domestic cat. Felis catus perpetus victimus. Again, I love those scientific names. Oh, and there's the mousetrap. Okay. Greater Roadrunner, Meepus Meepus, and while he's riding on a giant fireworks rocket, Canis Schmuckus. In me power. Fight. Oh, hang on, what was that? Championess Choicitus. Fight. Alright, then there goes Jerry and Roadrunner. Oh, he smashed Wile's face with his own sign. Oh, spring-loaded boxing glove and a lead pipe. Oh, and there's Among Us. Oh, he took him straight to a battlefield.
You wanna live forever?
Alright, catapult versus magic. Alright, invisibility. Oh, the fat lady bomb. Oh, and there goes the house. Acme. Alright, what's Wile gonna get this time? Oh, and there goes most of Tom's lives. Oh, and he only managed to save one. High-speed tonic. Okay. Alright, and they're racing all over the map. Taking a breather. The classic painting a tunnel gag. Oh. And of course that would happen. What were you thinking, Wile? Oh, they escaped the video! Okay, this is getting... Should have seen that coming. Looney DNA dissolver. Okay, and that should eliminate Wile's Looney DNA. Take this. And this, and some of this. Oh yeah? How about this? See how you like it. Oh, and the house fell on Wile. And it fell on Tom again. And there goes his last life.
Wile E. Coyote, super genius.
That's all, folks. And he fainted. Okay, so my prediction was spot on, with Wile winning.
Actually died this time. I mean, KO! Oh, thank God, one of them actually died this time. I mean, no!
Rude!
Animal cruelty, no!
Considering coyotes eat cats, I'm not surprised.
While both Cat and Coyote were incredibly powerful, they weren't literal gods who could snap their problems away.
Stop
They
in
had
the name of
limitations and
humanity.
weaknesses that could be exploited, especially by each other. Let's first talk their stats.
Both were strong enough to contend with universe-threatening phenomena, but comparing Wile to Plucky Duck, Looney Tunes can not only destroy their own universe, but their animators as well.
And while Tom could move faster than light, Wile could keep up with the Roadrunner, who could outspeed a car fast enough to travel through time. That's immeasurably fast, and much faster than Tom. Wile gets the edge in stats.
Wile's arsenal was a bit better too, believe it or not, even eliminating the devices
Okay,
that
so
have been
Wile
shown
took the first two. Alright. They're even in both enter and exit medium, transmutation, duplication, stat amps, size alteration, teleportation, invisibility, elemental manipulation, wish granting, reality warping. Okay, that works. Advantage, Tomcat. Trader curse ensured Acme gear would fail, and smart cap increased intelligence and odds of winning. Okay, that works, I guess. And the advantages for Wile. Oh, there's a lot more. Better regeneration. Full erasure over ashes. I don't know which symbol that is, I can't remember. Magnetism countered Tom's tech, including the smart cap. Okay, that checks out, I guess. More varied time manipulation. Could steal souls, countering Tom's 9 lives. Various forms of mind control.
to malfunction, he still countered everything Tom had.
The biggest being the Looney DNA Dissolver, which could render Tom's cartoony healing factor moot and end the fight.
While Tom has never been shown to have Looney DNA specifically, the concept clearly has nothing to do with actual DNA molecules.
Looney Tunes have been erased completely and still returned, so it's clearly something more fundamental to their essence.
And since the Dissolver works on any cartoons, not just the loony ones, it should apply to Tom. But considering how much of a screw-up Wile is, it wasn't a sure bet. Hell, it could have backfired, especially considering how much more competent Tom is.
When it came to intelligence, Wile's engineering and scheming genius were often defeated by his own ego and stubbornness. Tom, on the other hand, was consistently more flexible, pragmatic, and victorious in his fights. He definitely gets the edge there.
Oh, and Tom has another big advantage. He doesn't have God nerfing him.
And that's the big question. Was Tom capable enough to benefit from Wile's narrative-enforced bad luck and see the DNA dissolver backfire against him?
That bad luck is a core part of Wile's character as a cartoon. So let's call it his, Toonliness.
To find the answer, we dug deep through the bowels of Looney Tunes lore and ended up in an unexpected place. Space Jam.
Where Wile yet again fails against the Roadrunner, but against the villains of the movie, the Monstars, he actually scores.
And scores again in the sequel, more than anyone else. But according to Chuck Jones's rules, that shouldn't happen. Right?
Throughout his entire history,
I guess.
Wile's cosmically ordained failures only occur when he's specifically chasing the Roadrunner, or other tunes the plot bends around like bugs, because that's what Chuck Jones's rules were written for, Coyote and Roadrunner cartoons.
And even then, looking closely, they've been broken a few times throughout the decades. Even during Chuck Jones's tenure.
Without the universe nerfing him, there's no reason to think Wile couldn't eventually land a hit with the Looney DNA dissolver.
Especially when the only reason it failed was because of the Roadrunner's intervention. A direct violation of Chuck Jones's limitations on the Coyote.
And especially when it's the only thing that either one had that could kill the other.
Despite lacking Wile's narrative impediments, and despite having a better track record overall, Tom ultimately had no surefire way to kill Wile, whereas Wile's superior strength, speed, and looting arsenal ensured his victory.
Wile gave one hell of a chase and left Tom Jones in for a rematch.
The winner is Wile Coyote.
Next time
so my prediction was spot on, after all. Oh, looks like another Spider-Man. And Deku? Oh, it's
Subscribe.
Miles Morales versus Deku, I think.
And join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the Miles Morales Spider-Man. Okay, so this next death battle should be an interesting one. Anyhow, I feel that should do for this video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. And this death battle was definitely one for the ages. Anyhow, remember as always, hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell for more notifications. All of your support is greatly appreciated for the growth of the channel. And until next time, peace out.